folks on the air calling CQ 20 meters.
Level okay, Steve? Yeah. Thank you, Philip. Good evening. Welcome to the YCARS March 2020 business meeting. God almighty, I just forgot where I was at. Good to hear everybody tonight. We have a couple of small things to do for business tonight. Not a whole lot. Boy, that's a lot of echo, Steve. But we're going to go through. Ooh, cut the volume. Okay. Is that better? Okay, there we go. All right, so we have a few items of business tonight. Thank you all for showing up. I know we have a little bit of a panic going on with the coronavirus outbreak, and appreciate everybody coming. But we're going to live stream these meetings to let everybody in membership be able to participate in this. I think we had 5 or 6 viewers tonight, in additional to everybody that's here. So we'll go ahead and the first piece of business is we've got Tim K Oscar 4 BAQ, right? Yeah. Right. Tim has applied for membership. He's paid his dues. So Tim, why don't you introduce yourself to the club real quick?
Hi Tim. I got my testing ticket on January the 4th, I think. Got the technician and about a month later, I think it was, went up to the Mars session and got the extra.
Wow. So you're an extra already. Holy smoke, that's fast. I said you're an extra already. Holy smoke, that's fast.
I've worked in satellite communication for quite a while.
Yeah, so that was probably easy for you.
Almost got my down back when I was 17 or 18, but got in the military and got sidetracked.
Thank you for your service too. Appreciate it. So I have a motion to bring Tim in. Motion. We have a second. All in favor of bringing Tim into the club? It's unanimous. Congratulations. Thank you. Welcome. We're pleased and honored to have you. We'll make sure that Steve gets you a badge and access to everything, and we'll be good to go. So we have Ted's out tonight, so I'll be giving a treasurer's report. It's going to be short and sweet. Not a whole lot of activity last month, but I think we're in pretty good stead. Ron, you want to come up and read the minutes? Okay, great.
Okay, minutes from the February 13th, 2020 business meeting. John opened up the meeting. He discussed the new ambulance, and we would be checking on insurance at that time. We were setting up some projects that are ongoing for outfitting the ambulance. He welcomed Mark Tarpley, which is our section leader here. John asked for a motion to accept Larry Shupp as a member. It was seconded and unanimously voted on. Then John asked for a vote to accept Jack Thomas as an associate member. That was also seconded and unanimously voted on. I myself, Ron Pryor, brought the minutes from the January meeting, and then the February special meeting. Motion was made and seconded to accept those as read. Ted gave a treasurer's report. It broke down to total income was $3,389.64. Total expenses had totaled up to $733.30. Ted noted they had an issue with our gas bill because of it not being clicked over right. That's been taken care of. Currently, our total assets of this meeting here was $19,477.20. Motion was made and seconded to accept the financial report as read. It was voted on unanimously. We moved on. John talked about donations they had received for the cost of the ambulance has now been covered. The antenna project was also covered. And getting a parking lot gravelled and graded would be our next project that we're working on. John talked about some upcoming events. The Ham Fest is upcoming as a go. Let's see here. We've reserved 20 tables for that particular Ham Fest. David and Daniel are doing our outreach for the community. And so if anyone knows of how they can help out, please contact these gentlemen, please. We're planning a give back day, possibly a soup kitchen or something in a capacity like that there. At that time there, the South Carolina QSO party was coming up on the 29th of February. Steve came up to discuss the QSO party, asked to contact him if anyone was interested, and he said that they'd have 1 to 2 stations out of this clubhouse. The club has received an additional call sign, and that'll be N4YTZ. The state Aries was being held on March the 12th. The Charlotte Ham Fest is coming up, obviously, this weekend, the 13th and the 14th. We will have a booth there, and there will be a raffle for a Nano VNA at that time. We need people to come by and spell the ones that are scheduled to be at the tables to give them a little bit of a break, if you would, please. John asked for any questions or concerns that the club members may have. There were none. John then finished the meeting, and a 50-50 drawing was held. It was $47, which went to Andy. AE8J was the winner, and that concludes those minutes from last meeting. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Okay, unfortunately, Ted could not join us tonight, so he sent me the financial report. I got it just before we went in, so I'm going to make heads or tails as best I can. Looks like we had income for so far this year of $32.71. That's dues, 50/50 donations and VE testing. So we had $469 in dues, 59 from 50/50, 312 in donations and VE testing of $200, excuse me, for a total of $32.71, with a total club income of $37.40 for the year so far. We've had $299 in business expenses, which was QuickBooks. We had the holiday party expenses and the winter field day expense, which was $152.05. So basically right now with the utilities, we had electric and gas and internet service expenditures of $677 total for the year so far, and that gives us our total expenditures of $23.54. We have total current assets right now. We have $14,167 in the savings account, $5,004 in the checking account, and $3 left in PayPal. Gives us a total of $19,175. Now, out of that, we still have to pay Fort Mill for the $1,200 for the ambulance, and I've got a couple of deposits that are coming in. We've got $85 or $84 from the 50/50 that was in, and I have a couple membership checks, so we'll get those in the bank this week, and that'll be included in the next financial report. Do we have any questions? Motion to accept. Seconded. All in favor? All right, okay. Full clear. All right, fantastic. All right, and hopefully Ted will be here to do a better job with that next time. So Charlotte Ham Fest is going on tomorrow and Saturday. They have not canceled. Amongst everything else that's been canceled, they are staying. They're saying they're good. They talked to North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, and they said that there was very low risk, so they are moving forward. So we will be there tomorrow. Philip and I are going to go up and set the booth up. I don't know how long. It depends on the traffic we have, how long we'll stay. And then Saturday morning, it opens back up at 9, right? Or is it 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock. So we'll be back up there at 8. I know Steve's coming up. I think David said he was coming up. Who else? Gene said he's coming up. So, and Matt and Vic. Okay, so we'll kind of get with you guys before we close up tonight and just see who's going to be there, what times, so we can make sure we have coverage in the booth. I have to be home about lunchtime. My wife's out of town, so I've got to take care of the dogs, or dog. I'm used to saying dogs. It's dog now. So I've got to be home to let her out sometime around lunchtime. So whatever's left up there, somebody can just take down and bring back, and we'll get it back to the clubhouse. All right? Any questions on Charlotte Hamfest? Okay. We are taking a video screen, and we are going to screen the intro video we have, and also a couple of the program meetings we've done to kind of attract attention to the club and promote the club. I've got 2 videos in the pipeline we're working on right now. One is a welcome video, and kind of talks about our club in length, be probably 4 or 5 minutes long. And then we have another one that we're working on that's going to be a compilation piece of different people in the club. They give some idea about the flavor of our club and the personality of our club. And then we're going to start working on some technical videos to increase our presence and draw people into being part of our YouTube channel. So that's what we're working on now. If you have any ideas of something you'd like to see the club do for video, for YouTube, speak up. And if you're willing to do it on camera, we'd love to have you. So we'll take any kind of information or ideas that you have, and we'll try to put something rapid around it. We want to try and keep them to 10 to 15 minutes for those kind of videos, because if you take them longer than that, unless they're really, really interesting and detailed, people don't have the attention span on YouTube for that. So 15, 20 minutes maybe at the most. Okay? Let's see. Philip, do you have anything for us? Okay. David, do you have anything for any upcoming opportunities? Okay. Okay. So social outreach committee, or community outreach committee, is working on some potential stuff, and David's done an excellent job in getting the word out about our ability to provide radio services. So we're working on, we've got some opportunities hopefully coming up. We had one, they wanted us to do this Saturday. It was too quick to put it together, so we kindly said next time we'll do it for you. So the big piece of business tonight is talking about insurance for the vehicle. We ran several quotes. I think, Philip, you had 2 or?
I had
5. Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple back, and I had gone and got a quote. The original quote was a little over $1,500 per year for insurance, which is way too much money. We had one at $1,200, and another one at $1,000, and I think the baseline, and kind of, I was hoping to get a little bit cheaper than this, but it's $857. It's through the same company that insures the building and all our contents and all of that, so we can wrap it into one piece. The downside of that is we have to raise, because that'll be considered an operational expense. That would be half the money coming out of dues, so it's about $400 divided by the current count, which is 65. We're looking at about $7 a member per year, but we're hoping we've got an opportunity to hopefully change our tax status, which will alleviate a lot of those problems. So we change our tax status, we open ourselves up. They've got us misclassified as a foundation and not a charitable community club. So once we get that changed, then that opens up a whole lot of opportunities for us to recoup a lot of money from several sources. We're also going to, in lieu of that, we're also going to go out and fundraise for this $400 or $800 to cover that, so we don't have to increase dues at the end of the year. That's the goal. So we're going to push on that and see if we can do it. The last time we needed money, we went out and got it pretty quickly. So I don't think all the streams are dried up yet. So we'll go out and try to raise this money. But I would like to go ahead and see if anybody has any questions about the insurance. It's a $1 million liability policy. It also covers uninsured motorists, underinsured motorists, and it has the comprehensive coverage on it too. So
we have to make sure the siren is taken
Yeah, we can't run lights and sirens on the road. We can actually run it, but we can't run it on the road. That's basically a state law. And I would actually like to change the colors on the lenses on those lights to yellow or green, so that we could legally have them on there and run them if we wanted to. But we can't run red, we can't run blue, and we can't run white. So,
Don't take it to Vermont, you can't run green.
what's that?
Don't take it to Vermont, you can't run green.
Okay, yeah, I can't run green in Vermont, so maybe we'll just go with yellow. How's that? But are there any other questions about the insurance?
So basically, you're just getting liability?
Liability, uninsured, underinsured, and comprehensive. Yeah, so it's going to be full coverage on the vehicle. No, you're going to have a driver's list, and we're going to limit that because probably is going to be, what, 4, 3? So we have to have 3. We'll have 3 drivers that will be able to drive it.
They have to, their licenses have to be run through.
Yep.
They have to have clean driving.
Yep. So 3 drivers on it, and again, it's not going to be a vehicle that's going to leave here for anything other than emergency services and or club activations. So if we're doing field day or things like that, we'll take but it's not going to be, hey, I want to go do POTA and I'm going to take the vehicle kind of thing. That was the intent there. Yes, Don?
How about have you got to have a CDL?
No, it's under 26,000 pounds, so we're okay. It's a 20,000 pound vehicle. A standard driver's license is fine for that.
You just take the siren off of it?
We can't run the siren.
I think you could run it. I
Yeah.
don't see it taking off. So you have to-
Well,
Yeah.
you have to disconnect it.
Really?
Yeah, it'll have to come off. My will take it off because
Yeah.
Okay.
No, insurance
Okay.
will not insure it without.
Okay. So we'll take the siren off. That's no problem. We'll leave the bullhorn on it here though. Yeah. Yep. But there is a PA in there. Yeah.
That's not the issue, it's the sign.
PA,
Yeah.
but that PA, I think, might be wrong, is connected to the siren. So
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean, we take it off, we'll take it off. It's not a big deal. That's easy enough. I'm even considering I'd like to take the light bar off if we can seal the thing up properly. I don't think we need that. I mean, the flashers on the side are more than enough. I don't think we need a light bar on it, but,
Put it in an interlock so the siren switch can't be activated if it's not in park.
yeah, that's true too. We could do that. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll take it off if we have to. But, any other discussion? Is somebody monitoring YouTube back there? You are? Any comments? No comments so far? Okay. All right.
So, and we'll probably produce some guidelines for operating the vehicle.
Yeah. And once we're a ways from getting that thing actually on the road. It's got to go back and get decaled. But we do need to settle the insurance so we can get it insured and so that we're ready to go. Yes. Collision too. It's full coverage.
We back the truck into a tree.
Yeah.
We do it ourselves. That covered?
Yep.
I forget what the deductible is on it.
Yeah, I think it was 500, I think is what I saw. So I had a conversation with York County Emergency Management. They are crazily excited that we have this vehicle, or the capability of having this vehicle to assist them with radio communications. And their director of communications and radio asked me, what do we need for the van? So he's going to be able to provide us some equipment, so that'll offset some of the costs we were going to have in upfitting it. We're pursuing some other avenues as well. We're working with manufacturers trying to get equipment donated. But we're going to, hopefully we'll be able to wring some equipment out of York County Emergency Management and have some equipment to go in that vehicle. So, yes, sir.
We bought it for $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the maximum that the insurance company?
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's the worth of the vehicle, right?
No, it's not the worth of the vehicle. No, the worth of the vehicle is the Blue Book value on the vehicle. Yep. So, yeah.
So we need a motion to accept the proposal.
Yeah, I want to make sure we have any other questions. I want to make sure we're 100% clear on what we're doing. So, if there's any other questions or any concerns, let us know. I mean, what we're going to do is basically try to accept the insurance tonight. If we can get it pushed through, then we'll go ahead and insure the vehicle, and we will, at that point in time, get a driver's list together, who's going to be able to drive the vehicle, and then we'll have, we'll go ahead and try to fundraise to cover it, the other money, so.
Did they ask if the vehicle's gonna be garaged?
No.
No, no. As long as they have the address of where the vehicle's going to be at.
And
And-
I told them it was secured fence.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it here for right now. We have cameras. We're gonna get those put up very shortly here. We're waiting for a break in the weather. We can get out here and have some dry weather. That's not a work day, so we can get the cameras put up. I've got 4 cameras for the building ready to go. And so we're going to put an outlet on the side. We can keep the vehicle charged up. The batteries is because it's got 2 deep cell batteries on it to keep it charged all the time. So, any other questions, or do we have a motion?
Did you get it from Cornell or who did you
Yes.
Cornell.
carry it? Cornell agent?
Was it Hartford?
Yeah, I think it's, I forget, what, George?
Yeah, he's the broker. But I think I remember seeing it was. I can go back and look real quick if you want me to. Okay. I think it was the Hartford.
I'm pretty sure George got it.
Yeah. George had the best price on it for sure.
Yeah. And I think it's a great idea, keeping all our insurance in one place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's, you get cheaper.
Yeah.
It's just,
So, we,
I'll move the
okay. So we got to move to accept the insurance. Do we have a second? Second? All in favor? Aye. Okay, unanimously carried. Thank you, gentlemen. That really helps. I didn't want to go another month without having this settled out. Otherwise, I was going to have to think long and hard about the investment. So we got that taken care of. David didn't have anything for us for the community service. I thought we had a couple opportunities coming up. I really don't have anything else other than we had a really, really good South Carolina QSO party here at the clubhouse. We were able to run 2 radios here without any interference. We ran CW. Andre was running CW. Steve ran CW. We ran voice station in here. We actually had 3 radios on the air at one point in time with no interference, which was, we've never been able to do that in this building. So Steve had graciously got us some filters, ran pass filters, and we kept the power at a reasonable level, and we were able to run really well. We had 729 contacts, which we kept all the RF on the other side of the wall. The screens weren't dancing, any of that stuff that, if you've been here before for some of those QSO parties, where we had a lot of RF in the shack, we didn't have that this time. It was a fun time. Rich, you were here. You had a blast, I think. Yeah. So we had 729 contacts, which is the most we've ever made for a South Carolina QSO party. I think the best we've ever had is like 5 something. So.
If last year's score is any indicator, we more than doubled the winner's score last year.
No, we didn't. There's a
Mobile stations.
yeah, but there was a club down somewhere that they scored 200 some thousand points. Yeah, we scored a little over 150,000. I don't know if they operated over or not. Darcy said he looked on the scoreboard and saw it. It was like 205 or 206,000 points.
I thought they were mobile.
Okay, so if they're mobile or rover, then we probably smoked the state. So we'll find out here hopefully shortly that if we were number 1, number 2, and I don't think we'll be any further down than 2 with the scores we put up. That was absolutely incredible, and we had a really good winter field day, so we might have really rocked the boat. I heard some of the scores at Winter Field Day, and we smoked a lot of people Winter Field Day. So hopefully we're number 1 in the state, and maybe we finally got our number 1 in the country for Winter Field Day. We were number 2 for 3 years running in the country. Maybe we'll be number 1 this year. So we'll see. Results on that should be out any time now. They usually take usually end of March, beginning of April. So I don't have anything else, gentlemen.
We're gonna go with this big, tall antenna. We're gonna repair the trailer.
Yes, we're gonna repair it. We had a deal made on that replacement trailer for that tower out there. But the part of the deal was they were gonna get the old trailer when we took the mast off, but we haven't been able to get that mast off of there yet. So the gentleman said, hey, I want my trailer back, and he gave us our money back, so that was fine, we just did that. But Philip's gonna investigate having somebody come in. We've got a damaged tongue on that trailer, and they might be able to come in and cut the tongue off, re-weld it, gusset it, and repair it, and then we just have to fix the axles on it. We do have some money set aside for that. Ron was gracious enough to donate some money we bought with the original trailer, and he's holding on to that money for us for any repairs on this one, and we'll go ahead and raise some more money for that if we need to. But that's in process, so it's going to take a while before we get there.
Have it for Summerfield.
Summerfield Day, yeah. We want to have this rig out here for Summerfield Day and towing that thing, or somebody towing it with their truck out to Field Day. So we have a rotatable antenna on the trailer and the ambulance out there, and probably one or two campers. So I know. And Steve has got a spider beam and or is getting a spider beam. And if we get that trailer repaired, we have a tri-bander that'll go on that tower. I have a tri-bander that's sitting in my back pocket burning a hole, and I want to get that thing in the air. So it will be on that. It'll be on that tower. I'm going to donate it to the club. So we'll have a tri-bander on that thing. Steve will have a tri-bander, so we'll have two directional antennas, and we can put together a heck of a 40 four-square that's going to be out there as well. So we should do really good for Summerfield Day, providing we have it. With all this panic going on, I think hopefully the virus will be gone by then. We'll hope and see.
With air-conditioned vehicles.
With air-conditioned vehicles, so it's not hot out there. I won't be dying like I was last year out there trying to set stuff up. Okay, any other questions? Anything else? Anybody have anything else tonight? Is it real? We need to schedule that. We have the money set aside. Andre was going to order parts for the grounding, and once we have all the, I got a box for us for grounding outside down in Orlando when I was at the Ham Fest down there. So we have a few parts to get. I'm going to actually look at some parts tomorrow at Wireman at the Ham Fest and see if we can get a couple more of those parts, and then we'll have to schedule it to get in here. We need a day where it's dry. We need a weekend where it's dry, and we have nothing else going on. Yeah, when we put it together, we have to get all the parts first. It doesn't make no sense to schedule without the parts. Yes, sir.
Anybody has a hammer drills?
I do.
For running grounding rods?
I have hammer drills. I'll look and see if I've got a grounding rod driver. I got a post. Yeah, yeah, I do too. Yeah, I have a full demolition hammer. I'll look and see if I've got the driver in it. If I do, then we can just use that. Well, if I have it for work, we can use it. Yeah. So I'll look and see. I've got several demolition hammers. Yes, sir. Yes. Any?
Interested in operating contests, let me know. I'm happy to coordinate, facilitate, schedule operators, get stations on the air, help in any way. You just need to let me know. If nobody says they want to come operate, then I'm not going to bother trying to coordinate something.
Yeah. So WPX, if you're not familiar with that contest, it is put on by CQ Magazine. It is one of the big five every year of the sideband. This is sideband, right? Yeah. So they run sideband, CW, and RIDI, which is digital modes. But it's one of the big five. Okay. So you have ARRL, DX, you have CQ Worldwide, CQ WPX, the IRAU International Championships, and what's the fifth one? Is it Sweepstakes? Sweepstakes. Those are the big five competitions in each discipline every year. For us to form a contest team, we really need to start participating in those kind of contests. So if you're interested in doing that, WPX, basically you just try to work as many prefixes as you can. So you're contacting North American stations and worldwide. The last weekend where you had ARLDX, competition, that was all. You were trying to contact everything off of North America. So you were contacting anything outside of Canada, and I ran that one under my call, and I did pretty good for just hunting and pecking and not putting a whole lot of time into it. It's kind of warm up for me. I'm really gonna run the fall CQ Worldwide. I'm going to blister that thing. So, but if you want to run up here at the clubhouse, we've got it proven. We can get on the air with several stations on several bands at the same time. It's all going to be sidebands, so you don't have to know CW. Come up here and run and get a feel for it. I think Rich has got a taste for contesting now. Yep. So we had a good time. But you let Steve know if you're interested. We have anything else?
Well, RJ texted his vote in for affirmative on the insurance for the.
Okay, great.
Thing, so.
Walt?
John, I think last business meeting you mentioned possibly about feeding the.
Yes. You got any more on that?
In shelter.
Yep.
Okay, I found the information out through my wife, who her ladies group in church done this about 6 months ago, thereabouts. But anyway, if we decide to do it, we need to plan to feed about 70
Okay.
men, and it would, the time period would be from like 6 p.m. through about 7 p.m. And then we have to clean up.
Set up and clean up.
All that, we have to provide all the paper products, the drinks,
Okay.
hardware. We have to go clean up afterwards.
Do they have a kitchen we can work in?
Yes.
Okay.
Kitchen.
And they have all the pots and pans and all of that?
And I actually
Well,
have
Okay.
Well, I say that kind of loosely because when my wife's group done it, we fixed it at our church,
Okay.
and then we transported it there. But there was a kitchen, but I don't know if there
There's
is.
a kitchen you kind of prepare, but you can't fix the meal
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so you can't like start doing soup or anything like that, so you got to do it freehand? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty well bring the food in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
They're ice there.
okay.
That's the only thing you don't have to bring, they got ice.
Okay.
And my church does it too, and
Okay. Well, and also it's my understanding that somebody is basically feeding these men every day of the week, all year round.
Okay.
you have to schedule it.
Okay, so we can schedule it.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, I have a wife to check for some available dates. There was one date available in March. But with all this coronavirus and whatnot, I'm not so sure we want to do it in March.
Yeah.
Plus, it might be a little early.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's put together a plan of what we think we want to put together a menu, a kind of a budget of what it's going to cost to do it, and then we'll go ahead and see how many people we can get together and kind of how we're going to prepare the food, and then go ahead and schedule a date, and we'll go ahead and push it. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I guess just merely, I was thinking maybe we tentatively plan sometime in May,
Yeah, I think May would be good.
or maybe even wait for the cooler months if you wanted to.
I think if we can get one successful in our belt quickly and make sure we got our thing down, then maybe we can make it once a quarter or biannually. We can do this to do give back. I think it's a great program, and I would love to do it, and I'll be more than glad to help you. Like I said, I did Knights of Columbus for years down at Dorothea Day.
John, I would suggest you want Walt chairman of that committee, you want.
Oh, I thought he was the chairman of the committee.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he is chairman of the committee. I dubbed the chairman of the committee. But yeah, if you can just kind of get, and if you need help planning a menu or whatever, just reach out to me or Philip, and we'll be glad to help you plan a menu. And
I'll get with my wife since her group's already done it.
yeah,
She was primary cook on the deal, so
yeah, if we know how many, if we got 70 people, I can try and figure out. Maybe I can get my smoker out and smoke a bunch of stuff, and we can give them a really good meal.
what we hear, let's think about what would we really like to serve these guys.
Mhm.
Are we talking green beans, mac and cheese, and chicken tenders, or?
What do they normally feed?
They
I mean,
do everything.
they get everything from hot dogs to, taco soup, I think.
Okay.
I mean, they get everything.
I mean, I can, we can do chili, we can do,
Well, probably for our first time, we need to try to keep it
simple.
simple,
Yeah.
where it's not a lot of work on anybody.
We can do just one, serving meals, everything's on top, one bowl meals.
Yeah.
Just the prep is gonna be
Yeah. We can look at doing that. Like I said, if I can figure out, I'm not opposed to throwing a couple butts on the grill or something like that and the night before and cook them down and then everybody make some sides.
Let's maybe think about something like chili beans,
Okay.
or maybe even taco soup,
That's fine.
you know?
Well, my wife's got a great recipe for something called lasagna soup. Yeah, we knew that too.
That's one of the easy ones. But, you do it, you want to come up with something pretty good on the side.
Yeah, mac and cheese or,
No, I can say,
yeah. Yes, sir.
My wife and I have served up the Presbyterian Church on Celanese and Mount Gallup.
Okay.
Every Sunday night, they have a kitchen.
Okay.
About 70 people come in. We do it for the police department.
Okay.
Basically, the setup is you go in at 2 o'clock. They serve from 6 to about 7:30.
Okay.
They provide the food.
Okay.
They provide the kitchen.
Okay.
They just need people come in and work it.
Okay. Well, that'd be a ready-made. We can get a crew together. How many folks do you need to run that?
We normally have about 6.
About 6?
About
So
6 to 8 because we usually split in half. There's the preppers, and the servers, and cleanup.
would you mind taking a look and see what's available there in
Yeah.
dates? And then we can, we'll still work on yours. And maybe we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and do 2 of them. Maybe do that one where we're providing food and stuff a couple times, and then this one where all we're doing is doing the prep work. And I think we can get 6 people together pretty quickly. I think we got 4 or 5 already. So I don't think that'd be a big deal. So Ron, if you'll check into that.
They're losing volunteers because the fire department used to do it, but they couldn't get enough volunteers there. Police department is now giving up because they can't find the volunteers there.
Okay, well, let's see if we can pull something together. I don't think we can do, a rotating commitment, but we can do once or twice, maybe once or twice a quarter.
I'll find out, get back to you.
Okay, great, fantastic.
What we would need to convince you too,
Yeah.
probably 126 to 8.
And that's what we did with Knights of Columbus, usually 6 or 8 is what we ran with, so.
Usually, my church does it too. We do it, I think, 4 or 5 times.
Mhm.
Usually we have about 4 or 5
Yeah.
servers.
Yep.
You gotta have somebody working the table where you're serving,
And what we did is we had, we'd get there and prepare the food, and then you keep one person in the kitchen just bringing stuff out, and then 3 or 4 serving, and then, people going around and filling up cups and policing and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think if we have 6 or 7, that's more than enough.
It'll probably cost us roughly $100.
Yeah, it depends on what we serve.
Well,
I'd say somewhere between 1 and 2.
yeah, because you gotta have all the servers.
Yeah, the paper products and stuff, that's what gets a little bit expensive.
I can take care of something right now. I don't know where a freebie is, a donation is for the salt, pepper,
Yeah,
salt and pepper.
yeah, little,
I had a donation, so I got a donation.
okay.
250, that's right.
That'll be plenty. All right, so Walt, you'll look into that, Ron, you'll look into that, and we'll go forward with that plan. We have anything else? Nope, okay. Well, then, meeting's adjourned. We'll do 50-50. Oh, program meeting, the 28th, I think? Yes. Okay, yeah, let me see what we got for you to comment. Okay, so we had some YouTube comments. Let's see, bear with me just a second. Let's see, we got Jim Barnes is pleased with the stuff. Andy Kunick, is there a generator in the van? Not yet. I have a 8,000 watt generator that is going to be on loan to the club. It's a gas generator that we'll use when we need it. Until we can figure out how to raise money for a diesel, because the thing has a diesel connection, but those diesel generators are stupid expensive. So right now we'll just use my 8,000 watt unit that fits in that It's got a slide tray on the side, so we'll just have to fill it up when we need to. Hillary says, welcome, Tim. And she voted yes to bring you in. Let's see. Yeah, no, we don't have any tickets for them. James, don't need to hear comments. Okay, they got that taken care of. All right, I think that's everything. So, yeah, Andy, we've got a generator. It's my generator, but we can use it. So until we can figure out something else. And I think that's it. Okay, go ahead, Wayne. Who's going to pull it? Oh, so you don't have beginner's luck, huh?
Separate. I got a double.
Yeah, just separate it. 8:06.
Parks on the air, Colin.
Dawn medal.
CQ 20 meters.
Congratulations, Don.